on the 21st of September 2025, the man behind the TikTok account The Dog Daddy Official was woken up in the middle of the night by something absolutely terrifying. But little did he know, that was just the introduction to his new home's uninvited guest. He and his family had only just moved into a secluded property in the Appalachian Mountains, hoping for a life of serenity. What he witnessed by his front door that night was anything but peaceful though. Here's how it all started. After calming himself down from the incident, he realized that he might already know who his perpetrator was, because the day before, this had happened.
Sorry, what did you say?
I heard you had these beautiful black German shepherds here, so I came down to say hi.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Is it okay if I come in just for a quick second?
Oh no, we don't really allow visitors in.
I came a long way just to...
How do we even know they were here?
Somebody told me. This is where you...
How did you
guys
get
are at.
here? How did you get here?
I walked from all the way down the road. Someone dropped me off.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay. Yeah, no, we don't really allow visitors. We just moved in, and you know, these dogs, they're out here with me now. They're friendly, but we have some rescue dogs and even protection dogs and behind the other gate over there. So you know, we don't really have a open door policy.
I'm really great with dogs. Is it okay if I meet them? You'll see. I'll show you.
No, if these guys, they're out, if they want to come say hi at the gate, it's okay. But we don't really have any visitors on the property.
I mean, this is like the only...
No, don't open the gate. Like I said, the dogs in the back, they are not as friendly as the ones that are out here. So please don't open the gate.
I'll show you. It's just gonna be a quick second.
No, not today. Maybe another time, but we're not allowing visitors. And I don't even know how he got here.
I told you I came down the road. Listen. Fuck you.
Can you just let go of the gate?
I thought you were nice. I just wanted to say hi to your dog.
No, we are nice. We just don't allow visitors on the property.
The woman is creepy off the bat. As he said, how does she know they moved in? And why come all that way to see them? And why was she so desperate for him to open the gate? She could have just been the average Karen.
Oh my God.
But the vibe felt extremely off, which is why he started recording and posted it online. Unfortunately, she caught wind of the video and returned to his property, escalating the situation even further.
I just need a minute of your time, that's all I'm saying.
You have had several minutes. I still don't understand. You are in the middle of nowhere on our property. You hear the dogs. You're agitating the animals. Like, this is not right. You should not be here.
Let me show you.
We don't want you anywhere near the dogs. We don't want you anywhere near the
I know how to
dogs.
make dogs come.
You need to leave right now. I'm telling you, if
I've
the
had
police,
dogs my
we're going to
entire
press
life.
charges. If the police comes here, we're going to press charges. We have the evidence of you breaking onto the property, showing up here at
You
3 in the
have no
morning.
evidence of
We have the video.
anything
We,
Except for what you put on the internet, and I do not put my life on the internet. Can you
I
take that down,
blurred,
please?
I blurred your face. I blurred your face out of respect and to give you the benefit of the doubt because I had no idea. Since then, you have been here 3 times. You're still here, and I'm asking you to leave. You're on private property. There's cameras everywhere. You don't see all those cameras? All these cameras?
You know what? I'm just gonna show you what I
No,
can do.
you need to get out right now.
In this interaction, the woman denies trying to break in, claiming she just wants to see the dogs. Still seems creepy, but many viewers were suspicious and raised good points. Asked why his prized protection dogs didn't attack when she tried breaking in on September 21st. They also questioned his lack of security cameras and why he blurred her face if the situation was so terrifying. He later responded with a video answering as many of their questions as he could. He claims he blurred her face to give her the benefit of the doubt and protect her identity on their first real interaction. He also said the dogs were giving her the same benefit of the doubt. A weird explanation, but the situation remains creepy. However, as she continued to return to the gates, the dog started to take notice. He then caught this footage on the 24th of September.
Listen, you need to leave now. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna let them out. It's midnight. What are you doing here? Leave now. It's midnight. We're not playing any more games. You are agitating my dogs. I told you late at night my guard dogs are out, and they're out. I'm not gonna be babysitting. You broke into the property at 3 in the morning. They're gonna come out.
I just came to bless you and your dog.
You need to leave now. You need to leave now. I'm letting them out. Don't come any closer. I'm gonna let them out.
You have to let them out.
I'm gonna let them out. They're here and they're waiting.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna leave. The police has been looking for you for 4 days now. There's no one around. This is my place. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know where you're coming from.
I just came to bless you.
I'm letting my dogs out.
Don't do that.
She disappeared. What the hell?
The way she just keeps stalking closer and closer, saying she wants to bless him,
Came to bless you.
I'm letting my dogs out.
Don't do that.
and the dogs is terrifying. But apparently, the guard dogs weren't enough of a threat for this woman, because on the 26th of September, just 2 days later, he was walking his dogs and spotted her once more.
I want to talk to you.
What the fuck? It's you again. What are you doing on my property? Listen, this is no longer a fucking joke. You have to understand, right? You understand, right? The police, I don't even understand how the police haven't got you out of here yet.
Stop signing somebody.
I'm not, let me see your face. Let me see your face. I'm filming this. Let me see your face. Hello?
I just want to talk to you.
No, there's no time to talk. You're on my. Do you know it's almost midnight? It's almost midnight. You're so freaking lucky that I have only 3 of my very friendly dogs here right now that do not freaking care about people. Are you even are you freaking real right now?
Ever since the first interaction, he called the police and they had been looking for her the whole time, somehow unable to locate her. After she continued to stalk around the property, the police told him they wouldn't even be able to arrest her because she hasn't been violent. But everything started to stack up and he began to feel both powerless and petrified. He didn't see her for 2 days and he was hoping she had finally given up. But then, that night, she was back. Except this time, he had the police on the phone and ready.
911, state emergency.
Hi, it's me again at 513. This whole time I have been trying to make sense of what you truly want. Like, what is the real reason you are here and who are you? This is like beyond creepy and scary, and I mean, people have been giving me all kinds of different advice and opinion on what I should do, and all I want is to know, why are you actually here? Who are you and why are you here? Like, what do you actually want? You have to understand that this is scary, this is creepy, this does not make any sense. And you won't tell me. Hello, I'm talking to you. Hello?
I already told you why I'm here.
You told me why you're here. None of the things that you say make any sense. Again, I still don't understand how you even get here. It's not like you're a neighbor that just...
She just keeps repeating the same things each time she is confronted, that she wants to bless him and the dogs and see the animals. But again, she was gone before the police got there, and because there was no violence, they didn't want to know, and the situation escalated once again. She broke onto the property the next day at 4:30 AM, saying she could save him. He tried again to calmly get her to leave, but she refused, continuing to say she wanted to bless and save him. Luckily though, the latest update for this situation came on September 30th, when the police had finally been able to catch her. He says that they finally had her name and details and were building a case, hoping to find out what her real motives were. What do you think happened here? Is this a real stalker situation, or was there something else at play? Could the crazy woman been an actor of some kind? Leave your thoughts down in the comments.
Fuck you.
Can you just let go of the gate?
I thought you were nice.
Number 4. The Hat Man. Josh Robillard had always been a big fan of all things macabre, often making creepy doll videos with his collection, hoping to make his own mini horror series. But he soon realised that he might have invited something sinister into his home. It started out as his dolls moving on their own, something he could brush off as his mind playing tricks on him. That stopped though when he realised the activity had spread into the rest of his home. Things were falling, doors were slamming, and terror was creeping in day by day. But he realised exactly how demonic the presence was when he caught this video on September 21st, 2025 in his living room.
Okay. I left it on, so that's okay. Again, I don't want to deal with this. I do not want to deal with this. No, not again. Not again, not again, not again, not again. Not again, not again, not again, not again.
What the hell is that? A few weeks earlier, on the 13th, Josh had seen the same exact figure in a different place in the house.
Hello?
He calls the figure the Hat Man, which is a known phenomenon online among the shadow people niche. Often associated with either sleep paralysis or the use of sedatives, the Hat Man is known to visit people who have ended up caught between dreams and reality. He is not known for violence or evil, but he does give off a menacing energy, filling anyone who encounters him with dread. But how could he have ended up inside this guy's house and being physically caught on camera? Could this be some camera trickery, or a different entity who happens to cut around in a wide-brimmed hat, installing the fear of life itself into everyone? What do you think? Let us know. By the way, a huge thank you to our members of the week, Sky Master and Andrew M. Gross MD. You can join the wonderful people who make this content possible by signing up to our Patreon, or you can just like and subscribe. It's free and it helps a ton. Number 3. Playroom. On the afternoon of September 8th, 2025, terror gripped an unassuming home-run nursery and refused to let go. While looking after some kids, the owner sprung into action when she heard that the children were freaking out over something in the other room. She desperately tried to figure out what had terrified them so badly, but she couldn't find anything. That was until she checked the cameras. You might think that the playhouse falling over is the scariest thing about this video, and while it is petrifying, look at the top of the doorway that the little boy ran through. What looks to be a pair of shadowy hands grip onto the top of the doorframe and slip back above it, going unnoticed by everyone. Could those hands be a hint as to what scared the little boy so badly? The owner's daughter posted the video to her TikTok page, Pookie the Queen, and was met with a barrage of comments asking for a look into that room. So she got out her camera and started a tour of the nursery area, which is when she realised where the problem stemmed from.
Firstly, we have the house, and obviously you guys saw that it fell, but the other thing I wanted to point out was that it's pretty hefty, so it really doesn't make any sense that it would just fall on its own like that. So that's just something I wanted to point out. And this is the room. The crazy thing about this is that there was like markings at the top of the entranceway of like the doorway, and I guess in the video you can see hands gripping onto the doorway. I don't really know what to make of that. I thought at first that it was like bugs or something like that, but it looked almost like two hands like gripping on the top, like leading into this room, just like. But the main thing, and the reason that the little boy was screaming, is actually in here. We have this covered up for a reason. Apparently, the little boy told my mom that he saw a face in these mirrors.
So the playhouse was hefty and borderline impossible to knock over without some real force. And there's a creepy dressing table with a mirror left in the playroom. No wonder the boy was screaming. The owner and her daughter were trying their best to logically explain the situation, saying that the little boy didn't actually see a face in the mirror. He most likely saw the reflection of a toy that freaked him out, and that the hands were some kind of bug or camera glitch, but they both knew that the real answer was something much more sinister. A few days later, on the 17th of September, the owner's daughter was checking over the security cameras when she realised that the activity was starting to become more frequent. She noticed this happening on the security cameras one night, so she went over to investigate, hoping she would be able to blame some kind of breeze or unbalanced weight. But instead, she was met with this.
Do it again. Yeah, okay. Do it again. I'll wait. Do it again. Open the gate.
Right at the end of the clip, something moves underneath the purple bedsheet, and when she stands up before she leaves the room, you can see what looks like fingerprints pressing into it. At this point, everyone involved had accepted that something was very wrong in that mirror. A lot of people in the paranormal community believe mirrors to be portals. This idea has threaded itself back into the mainstream as well due to the new film in the Conjuring franchise. So after seeing all this take place, the nursery owner and her daughter decided they had to take action and get rid of that mirror. by selling it to some poor, oblivious buyer online. They say they are leaving it alone and shut it in the room where nobody can see or interact with it until the buyer shows up to collect the thing. But shutting the door wasn't enough to keep the horror from infiltrating their lives further. Out of curiosity, they decided to leave one walkie-talkie inside the locked room and keep the other one with them. As you can imagine, she heard something that made her blood run cold. She kept hold of it for a little while longer, and it made an even weirder noise.
You guys heard that, right? That was this. Oh my god. I am not... Wow. I swear to God. Now it's not gonna do it again, but...
Can you explain the clicking noise that only happened inside the room? This video is the latest update as of now, so keep up to date on her TikTok page to see what happens when the buyer ends up coming to get the dressing table and the mirror. But for now, what do you think happened here? Leave your theories in the comments. Number 2. Second guessing.
In July 2025, a woman named Sarah posted a video that quickly gained attention online. She works at a nursing home where she and other staff claim strange, possibly supernatural activity has been happening. One day, while walking alone through the rarely visited lower floor, Sarah felt as if something was watching her. She pulled out her phone and began recording. What she captured was downright terrifying.
Otra vez se están escuchando muchos ruidos. Oigan, ¿de dónde viene ese ruido? Se escucha como que gritaran, como si hablaran. No es nadie. Pues se escucha que grita. Creo que es de acá. Oiga. 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 Hay veces que se oyen las sillas de ruedas.
If you listen closely, you can hear a voice whisper, "I see you."
Oiga. Oiga.
The tone is cold, almost intimate. Sarah froze, glancing around, but no one was there. Then, less than 30 seconds later, something even stranger happened.
Que caminan, que hablan. ¿Qué podrá ser? Ay, ¿qué podrá ser? ¡Ay, no! ¿Qué es eso? ¡Ay, no! Ahora sí, mire algo. No puede ser. No puede ser, ¿escucharon? Ahora sí sentí que alguien me tocó de verdad. Tengo que ir. No abre el pinche elevador. Les había dicho que se escucha mucho ruido. Voy a tener que ir por mi hija. ¡Abre! No abre. No está abriendo el elevador.
A small rolling shelf suddenly began sliding across the floor on its own. It moved several feet before stopping, as if guided by invisible hands. Terrified, Sarah ended the recording and quickly left the area.
No abre el pinche elevador. Les había dicho que se escucha mucho ruido.
The chilling mix of disembodied whispers, objects moving without explanation, and the heavy atmosphere of a nursing home where so many have spent their final days created an experience that left viewers deeply unsettled. Some argued it could be explained by air currents, while others believed it was genuine paranormal evidence. Whatever the case, one thing is clear. This nursing home carries an energy most people would rather avoid.
Ay, no. ¿Qué es eso? Ay, no. Ahora sí.
Number 1. Locked out. Doorbell Flicks on TikTok normally post weird and wonderful videos caught on people's Ring doorbell cameras, but they've changed their tone when they saw this petrifying video sent in by a couple. While trying to relax at 8 PM on the 19th of June 2025, the husband heard something suspicious happening just meters from the front door. He went out to see what all the commotion was, only to be left trembling and thankful for his life.
Serious? Did you f***ing piss right here? No? You fucking serious? Get off our goddamn property. Get in the house! Get in the house!
If they were just any slower, God knows what could have happened to them. As if urinating up the side of their property wasn't bad enough, he decided to chase them both back into the house with a blade in his hand. I guess you should always think twice before opening that door to strange stuff outside. One minute you're safe inside your own house, the next, you're in a race against a bloke with a blade to get your front door locked.
Watch closely. Notice how the fur seems to match the grass and foliage. Its proportions, long arms, forward-leaning upper body. The object flying off the shelf is especially creepy, might be in this detail. Her face looks ghostly pale, her eyes pitch black.